change for me was just, switching my feet, as weird as it sounds. Going from like left guard, you have one foot forward, and then putting the other foot forward now at right guard. I just think trying to get used to that, get comfortable with that as far as just, taking a pass set or come off the ball. I think that was kind of the hardest part, but I mean, all the calls are still the same, just flip-flop, which isn't too hard. So.
How would you evaluate your performance in the first game?
I think a lot of things to improve on, as far as just protection-wise and stuff like that. Assignments were pretty good, just a lot of technique to clean up.
I've heard some people talk about when an offensive line moves from left to right, it's like switching from using your left hand to using your right hand. Is it that bad, or is it not quite so difficult?
I think when you go against the competition that we go against in practice, that you can get exploited pretty quick with, a slight change like that. So I just think that's a testament to the type of players that we go up against, and just being on that big of a stage, I think it might show more than, playing against a not as good team.
What changed in that second quarter when you guys started to move the ball more, especially on the ground?
Well, I just think, the coaching staff did a really good job of seeing what was working and just kind of exploiting that, and just kind of working towards what we do good things at, and just get the ball outside and let our guys run, and pay it off.
You're working next to John. He was named freshman of the week this year. What did you see from him in his first start? Just kind of, how did you see him progress?
I think, I kind of expect that out of him. He's grown up a lot since, I think, spring ball even, and just this fall camp, he's had a really good camp, and just kind of, I think he's ahead of his time right now, and it's pretty easy to see just how good of a player he can be and is already. So, I mean, it didn't really catch me off guard that he got, honors like that so quick, and I just think he's going to continue to progress as the season goes along.
How much is Damian Brown, and what's the potential of this running game with him?
I think it's really good. I mean, we've got a stable of backs, and it's just great to see all those guys that got the playing time that they did. I just think for the future of this program, we're going to build off those guys, and up front, we just need to do our job and execute and let those guys run like they can.
We talked to Nick, and he said he thought the tackles played well, but he wanted to see more from the interior guys. What were some of those things you guys need to clean up?
I just think getting more movement at the point of attack, I think we can improve on that, and just communication as well. Just continue, that's always trying to continue and get better at that, especially on the offensive line. So I just think things like that, just trying to get more movement, be more physical at the point of attack.
What were your impressions of Jalen, and what kind of dimension does he bring to the offense?
Mobile guy, very athletic. So I think it brings a whole other dimension to our offense of him being able to run and just set up plays like that and stuff like that. And he gets this offensive lineman out of trouble too. If we miss a block, he can evade. Just it makes it fun to watch too.
How much of a challenge is that too, though? I mean, with his ability to take it downfield himself, you got to be constantly blocking, be scrambling, trying to make the play happen.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, just never give up on the play, and that's what this program is built on, is just finishing the play. So I mean, it kind of goes well with what we're taught every day.
How difficult is it to transition from pass blocking to run blocking within a play?
I just think you got to have great awareness and just see where the quarterback and the ball is at, and then once you notice it, just go play football. I mean, it's not too difficult. We do this stuff every day, so just play football, be a player.
Question. Talk about what you've seen in Western Kentucky.
I think they're a lot improved from last season. I've heard they've got a very good offense and explosive. And as far as defensively, the coaches are really praising how good a game they played against Rice the first week. And they've got a couple new guys up front as far as coming from JUCO and stuff like that, and just how much they've improved defensively. So, they're going to throw a lot at us. We've got to be ready for everything.
You talked about going against the defensive players in practice. What's it like going up against, Ryan Williams or Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams?
I mean, those guys are great, and just to have them give the look that they do, it just makes Saturdays easy, I think. And just those guys are some of the best in the country, so it makes it really fun and intense practice. And we try to push ourselves to compete with them and stuff. But
You would have played against Duran a good bit too, right?
yeah.
What kind of progress has he made since his first year here?
That was tremendous. I mean, just coming off the ball and just his instincts and getting in the playbook and stuff, and having a year under his belt really benefited him. And I mean, he's probably arguably one of the strongest guys on the team. So he ran like a 4.8 or something, 40. I mean, a guy that size, you don't see that very often. So it makes it a really big challenge for us offensive linemen to go up against him.
When a guy has that kind of inherent strength or natural strength, how difficult is it once he starts to learn technique and plays?
I mean, yeah, it just makes it hard. I mean, kind of unstoppable to block. You know, it's just like he's got everything going for him, and so I'm glad we have him on our team.
He said he's dropped 30 pounds since last year. I mean, how have you seen him progress as far as just losing the weight, and have you seen any less from him, any different kind of approach from him?
No, I just think, I mean, that's kind of added to his game a whole nother part as far as just being able to get off the ball quicker and be more instinctive to the ball and just really chase him down, being ball carriers. And I've seen that in practice. And I know it's a terrible feeling when you're blocking him and he's chasing down the ball carrier. So, I just think he's kind of added that part to his game too.
After the game, Coach Saban talked about, how you win by 46, but he still feels like there's a lot of room for improvement. Do the players buy into that? I mean, when you see a 52-6 win, is it something that's easy for you to buy into that we still have a lot of work to do?
Yeah, I mean, offensively especially, I think we knew that we didn't play a great game. And coming in yesterday and watching the film, I mean, the coaches even said, does it look like, we won by this much? I mean, and we all thought that we didn't, we shouldn't have blown them out that bad. There's a lot to correct, and we were pretty sloppy, I think. So, like Coach even said, I mean, he nailed it on the head that we have a lot to improve, and week 1 to week 2, we need to have really big improvement.
Thanks, Ross.
Thank you, guys.